Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My call sign is November 9. I had to start over again, so I just got to the same point in the story where we were in the last part. And I want to show you my squad, which I redid it a little bit. So here's our point man. He specializes in explosives and heavy weapons. He's got the War Pig, and he's got the Polar Express rocket and frag grenades. And so we gave this guy the heavy armor that we got out of those containers in the HQ this time. So he's going to be my point guy, because you're going to be able to find all the traps and everything. And then skill-wise, he's got explosives, leadership, big guns. May add something else in here later, but for right now, this is primarily an explosives build with big guns and some leadership there thrown in there. And, oops. Background is Exploded Maniac for the extra damage. And the quirk is Waste Roamer, which is going to make him immune to a lot of the status effects. And then to, sorry, I keep hitting the wrong thing. To offset that, we gave him the Ranger badge because you get a 15% experience nerf with that background. So we gave him this. So it's only a 10% nerf. Alright, second character is Kickboy. We're having him do shotguns for right now. I do intend to replace this character with a Pyromaniac build, so we'll get into that when I actually get around to doing it. We've got some a good Pyromaniac weapon here. And then I may end up doing a hybrid build with Pyromaniac and maybe brawling or melee. I haven't decided yet. Our third character is Bronco. He's one of the two starting characters. I'm going to replace him at some point, but just with another melee character, because I don't although his starting thing is pretty good, I don't like the all of the stuff with the skills. So here's Marshall Quan. We just added him. I've been doing a lot of reading, and I've read that assault weapons aren't very strong in this game. So we've got submachine guns here, and maybe I'll end up turning him into a submachine gun build. We also gave him the Ranger Star, because as you can see, he already has Kiss Ass as a skill, so we're going to kind of build into that. And then our last character is our sniper, called Mercy, and we gave her the sniper rifle. And we also chose Prospector as a background. Because I think getting a lot of money is really important. There used to be ways to cheat the system with selling junk and buying it back, and the skill called Antiques Appraiser that they've nerfed. And so I think that having money is really important, especially when it comes to buying ammunition, which you can run low on. So we went with a Prospector quirk instead of Sadomasochist, because that means you get critted a lot as your sniper, who can be very important, especially in the end game, when you get a perk here called Chain Ambush. So your sniper can go into ambush mode, and then in theory the ambush doesn't end as long as they're getting kills. So I just didn't want anything to get in the way of that. So maybe I'm cuckoo, I've never done this before, but we went with the Prospector build to get the money, and then Goat Killer's the background to increase the critical chance. And then we gave her Bronco's Pendant, which has a 10% critical chance. So we're talking about a 15% to critical chance. And then we've got maxed out intelligence, which gives us 25% or 20% of the critical chance. So 20% here, 5% there, 10% from the pendant. So we're going on a 35% chance, critical chance right now with this build. And then skill-wise, went into lockpicking, sneaky shit, which kind of works with initiating an attack, sniper rifles. I know some people like to initiate with explosives, and I may do that from time to time. And then Animal Whisperer, because we put Major Tomcat as her companion, and clearly at some point I'm going to change that. But there are other characters that you can get, other animals that will increase the critical chance. The Scrappy Tabby is good for a pistol build, and either we're going to use that with Lucia or we're going to build a character. Lucy is a character we're going to do later. So you want that character to have a high strike rate. So maybe I should change this to, now that I'm thinking about it, change it to this guy. So what you do here is you hit the L and you can tab over to, not Sergei Gretzky, Major Tomcat, and we'll dismiss him here. And you also do this if you don't want him to get killed, because he will get killed probably later on. And then you switch to this guy, and we can use cigarettes. Look at that. Major Tomcat bites the cigs out of the pack and somehow gets one lit. After a few puffs, he pads along behind you. Smoking is bad for you, Major Tomcat. But now we've got Kick Boy with his 4% strike rate pendant and a 4% or 2% bonus from Major Tomcat. So that's how you work that in your favor with Animal Whisperer. Alright, so we've cleared out the base. We got everybody here. And we're going to move out and see what's going on. Here's Jody Bell.
I need to rest a spell. Catch my breath. That all right with you?
How are your injuries? Recovering okay?
I'm still healing up. Go out and find your footing while I get back on my feet.
Are you missing Arizona?
Oh man, more every day. This place is nice and all. Kind of majestic with all the mountains and wild weather, but it's hard to enjoy it when I know everybody back home is dying by inches. We gotta finish up our business with the Patriarch and get the supplies he promised us back home. People are counting on us. My folks are counting on us. Sorry, I just want to get this done and get back to them.
Talk to you later, Jody.
Later.
Alright, so Jody's made her motivations very clear. She wants to get the supplies and go back to Arizona. So remember that, keep that in mind if you play with Jody. She is a sniper character and she's not that bad. But I think the sniper you make yourself is a lot better. Alright, so we found a diggable location. So we're going to move Mercy up here and have her dig it because she has Prospector. Maybe I should move everybody else to go first, just in case. Alright, we found some bones and a lighter. No gold. Alright, moving on.
Systems active. Greetings, Rangers.
That's your truck talking to you. So they got these guard posts around here. And this one has a crate in it, but it's guarded by a tripwire. So that's why we put this on our point guy. Ooh, really nice armor. Level 10 armor. Wow, that's awesome. Alright, so Savage Helmet requires 5 strength. Who else has... Well, this guy has 6 strength. So he could wear that. So we will put the Savage helmet on this guy and the tactical armor on this guy, at least for now. And then we will put that on this guy because he's going to be getting hit a lot. And we will move the armor here to Quan. I'm probably going to toggle the armor off at some point. Alright. The mix and match armor looks really weird, but I do like the appearance of the tactical armor here, so we probably we'll leave that on. I like the way they made that look. Alright, so that's that. And so it's a good idea to check out around your base, because you might find other stuff. Alright, here's another diggable location. Great! I'm sure we can craft something with the dog shit. Alright, another diggable location. Hey, found a couple gold nuggets. So the price is 500. I think you could probably sell it if you have barter maxed out for 250. You're never going to get the full price for this. This is based off your barter skill. And we've got some junk pile here. Ooh, and hey, wait a minute. Let me charm the dog. Alright, what does the dog give to us? Combat speed. So that's not really important for this character. That will be more important for a melee character. But we'll keep it for now, because I don't have anything better to do till we find a better animal. Dismissed animal companions come back here for safekeeping. Here's the cyborg chicken. So when you find other chickens, maybe they will be friends with the cyborg chicken. Just keep that in mind. Alright, let's check over this part of the perimeter. Anything over here? Nope. And let's go over to this part.
Systems active. Greetings, Rangers.
Our vehicle talks to us. Snowballs, which you can take. Yep, let's pee on the snowballs first. Sludgy yellow projectiles. No biohazard there, I'm sure. Here's the outside of your garage. And you can go to the world map here. We are not going to do that. As you can see, there's some rabbits over there, which you could charm, possibly. Here in this guard post. And there's a junk pile here. And so we get some more junk. And a container. And I guess we luckily got some money or some scrap, I guess, out of there. So that's all that. Alright. Ooh, a diggable location. Alright, so look, that time the sniper character didn't dig it. We still found gold. So I don't think you need her to dig it, but I do think you have to have her selected. Because we selected her, but she did not do the digging animation.
Systems active. Greetings, Rangers.
I should probably know the answer to that. Alright, let's go downtown. Now that we got lots of gold in our pockets, 6 nuggets so far. I might just save those until I get barter high enough to sell them and actually make a good profit out of it. Depends on how desperate we get for ammo, I guess, or if somebody has a really valuable item that I absolutely have to have.
Not fair.
Alright, downtown Colorado Springs. Remember, this is in the aftermath of the Dorseys attacking the
Please,
city.
my son's not a Dorsey. Let him go.
Let's talk to this lady.
You don't look like marshals. Do you work for the Patriarch?
For now, yes.
Then maybe the magistrate will listen to you. Judge Watkins has sentenced my son to die. Austin is all I have left. Everyone else died on the plains. He's a good boy. He never hurt anyone. I'm sure of it. Please, maybe Watkins will listen to you.
What happened? Why was your son sentenced to death?
I don't even know why he was rounded up. He won't tell me. Says he's embarrassed. I know they caught him doing something wrong, but he says he never hurt anyone. If you talk to him, maybe he'll tell you what happened. Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than your mother. I know that much.
Who's your son?
Austin Pease, the skinny boy up on the platform. I can't imagine he killed anyone. We've seen enough death on our way out here. He never wanted to hurt anyone, ever.
What's your story?
Our family escaped the wars in the East. Tried to make our way across the plains. My husband, my other son, my daughters, one by one, picked off and killed. Now it's just the two of us, and I'm gonna lose him too. Please, help my son!
Alright, so we made the refugees mad by kicking them out, so maybe we can mitigate some of that. So Marshal Kwan here has the Ranger Star, which is +1 to kiss ass, and our total kiss ass skill is 4, and that is what you need for this next part.
I hope you die slow!
You all!
So here's her son, and we'll talk to him. The teenage prisoner is gaunt and pale. His hair is tousled and greasy, his face angular with hunger. He stares at the pillories with dread, swallowing occasionally. As you can see, the pillories are all occupied with Dorseys that have been stripped naked, basically. He sees you staring at him and snaps back to reality.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. Just got a lot on my mind.
How did you get in trouble with the marshals? You'd think Guan would know this already.
Made a real big mistake. See, the Plains gangs chased my mom and me off our land. We lost everything. Heard this was a place of God-fearing people and thought they'd do right by us. People here kept us out in the cold, letting us starve to death while they sat inside, warm and fed. Then the Dorseys came and gave me some food and some kindness and asked me to do some vandalism. Figured what was the harm? I never killed no one, but I did bust some windows. Marshals caught me doing it, and they said I was working with the Dorseys. Magistrate agreed, so here I am. Mom would have talked me out of it. Should have talked to her first.
Why'd you do it?
We were starving. No two ways about it. We were going to die. Dorseys gave us food. I figured a few windows was a worthwhile trade for the bread and meat that saved our lives.
Doesn't sound like the punishment fits the crime.
I thought it was too harsh, but what happens if I speak up now? Will they come after my mom? I can't take the chance.
Let's say we can free you. What's that worth to you?
Magistrate's a hard man. I wish I could believe it'd work. I'd do anything for someone who could get me free without hurting anybody in the process. Guess I don't have any money to give you, but I'd pay you back in hard work, if you'll have me.
Do you have any useful skills?
I'm used to hard work around the homestead, and I ain't too bad with a gun either. My folks made sure I could hunt and fight. I always dreamed of coming to the big city and being a newspaper man. You know, interviewing people, telling the truth about how things really are. Sure didn't turn out like I hoped.
Got a daring escape plan?
No, I was never no desperado. Don't rightly know why I let myself get caught up in this.
He swallows hard, his eyes on the pillories.
But if I'm to die, I'd at least like to do that right. I'm gonna do that like a man.
What's your sentence?
Magistrate tells me it's death. They're gonna strip me down and tie me to those things. And they're gonna let the cold do its work.
He shivers.
I wonder if it'll hurt.
Wish I could tell you it won't, kid. But that'd be a lie.
Nice talking to you.
Mercy on your souls, Colorado!
All right, let's go talk to the magistrate. This dour man looks out at the pillories with an expression of grim satisfaction. His sallow skin pulls tight over his face, and his thin lips press together in a hard line.
Howdy, Judge. How's your heart? Still colder than a well-digger's ass?
Marshal Quan, impertinent as ever, I see. Rangers, I am Magistrate Silas Watkins. I have heard of your arrival, partly from the confessions of the Dorsey Raiders. You'll be pleased to know that I sentenced them to death for their part in the attack on the city and your convoy.
Austin Pease says he didn't kill anyone. What will it take to free him?
His crimes are still severe. He was part of the Dorsey uprising. He caused significant property damage. His actions diverted marshals from responding to reports of attacks, magnifying the harm the Dorseys were able to inflict. Argue a case, and I might show lenience.
He only took the job because he was starving. True justice would free him and let him work to redeem himself for his minor infractions. So that's why you do the kiss ass for Quan and get him the badge?
I am not certain you truly understand the Patriarch's justice, but your words ring true. Perhaps death is too severe a punishment.
He thinks a moment, tapping his lips.
This is irregular, but it is within my powers to grant you full custody of Austin Peace. Any further infractions he may commit are the Ranger's responsibility. I would recommend keeping him out of trouble. You should inform the boy. Best he hears the good news from you.
All right, so by saving Austin Pease, we make up the reputation we lost by kicking the refugees out of our base. So that's another reason why I recommend doing it. And you'll get him as a recruit.
Still here. Not looking forward to what comes next.
We talked to the magistrate. He says he'll release you, but you'll be working for us now.
What? Are you serious? You really saved my life and I get to be a ranger? Soon as they let me free, I'm going straight to your headquarters. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Clean guns, scrub toilets, you name it.
I didn't see any bathrooms in the HQ, so I don't think you're gonna have to scrub any toilets.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so that's that. Let's move into the
Have mercy on your souls, Colorado!
the Marshals HQ.
If it's too dangerous for you, Marshals, maybe I should go in there myself. Sheriff Daisy! Sheriff!
Miss, please.
I've had enough of this. Why won't you people do anything?
All right, this is Lucia Wesson.
Marshals. Finally. I was beginning to think you were never going to help. Hold on now. You aren't marshals. You look like ruffians. Are you here to see the sheriff? Well, I'm first. I've been waiting here on tenterhooks for an hour.
Tenterhooks. I did not know I was going to have to use a dictionary to play this game. Are you always this rude?
I'm sorry. I was raised better than that. It's just... I am under considerable duress. My family has been kidnapped by those no-good Dorseys, and the marshals will give me no answers about their situation. They won't even speak to me.
Probably not speaking to you because they don't have any good news to give you.
I must know how the sheriff intends to rescue them. And when.
The marshals seem a bit overwhelmed at the moment.
That may be, but my family is one of the leading families of Colorado Springs. We have been longtime allies of the Patriarch and supporters of all he stands for. Surely that should be given some consideration.
Is there anyone here who you think should get less consideration than you?
I suppose not. We are all equal in the eyes of God, as they say. I am just frustrated. That is all. It doesn't seem that anything is being done.
Who are you anyway?
My name is Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families.
I think that's supposed to mean something. The 100 Families are a faction in the game.
But now they and my little brother have been kidnapped by those good-for-nothing Dorseys, and I fear for their lives.
Can you tell us more about the 100 Families?
We are the founding families of Colorado Springs, descended from the survivalists who came together after the deluge of fire and helped the Patriarch build a stronger Colorado. I'm proud to trace my lineage back before the war on both sides of my family.
We're the Arizona Rangers. We could help you.
Well, you look capable enough, but I don't know you from Adam. Why, you might be robbers or bandits. No. Thanks all the same, but I think I'll continue to wait on the proper authorities. Frustrating though that may be. Sheriff Daisy, I will not leave until you speak to me.
Alright, so that's Lucia Wesson, one of the available companions here in the game. I'd just like to show this. Good cop, bad cop, and a swinging exposed light bulb. Classic. Including chairs knocked over. Alright. This other room is a little more valuable. Some medical supplies. And it looks like a storeroom here, so we'll pick that lock. Alright, an interrogation tape, which is going to play while we loot the rest of the stuff in here. An ice axe, a melee weapon, some ammo, and a long magazine. Alright, seems like they do a lot of old school interrogations around here. Alright, let's go talk to...
We should build some more watchtowers around the garden.
The sheriff.
Dorsey slipped right past the ones we've got.
Yeah, but we'll need to pull some resources from another district to do it.
Huh.
The sheriff is a statuesque woman with graying blonde hair and steel in her smile.
Well, now you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't one to turn away a badass. especially at a time like this. I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid, so I won't bore you with the details. Suffice it to say, we whooped 'em good, and the survivors are holed up in the Garden of the Gods with a bunch of hostages. Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals. My boys and girls are tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden and speak to those Dorseys for us. Maybe find out how the hell they got into the city in the first place.
And you can see you get a brig warden for your HQ and an armor set.
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out of them and save those hostages, right, boss?
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he? Anyway, yes, you rascal. That's exactly what I mean. But question him first, you hear?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Lucia Wesson wants to talk to you about rescuing her family from the Dorseys.
That girl? You think I ain't heard her yapping? But I got a couple of 50 other people yapping at me, too. Tell you what, though. Her people are 100 family folks from the fancy side of town, so they got some pull. You can do me a big favor and kill 2 birds with 1 stone if you take little Miss Wesson with you when you go to save them. In fact, I'm gonna insist on it. I need that girl out of my hair. I'll let Lipinski know you're bringing her along. He won't let you into the garden without her. Don't worry. She knows which end of the gun the bullets come out of. Go in there and kick some ass, Rangers.
Alright, so it sounds like Lucia is not helpless, plus she's dressed like a gunfighter.
I'm not sure why the sheriff didn't assign me marshals, but, well, beggars can't be choosers. I am the Miss Wesson she spoke of. Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families.
Even though we already know that, I'm sure that's there in case you didn't talk to her the first time.
As Sheriff Daisy told you, they and some of our neighbors were taken hostage by the Dorseys, and I mean to free them. All of them. So, I am ready when you are.
What can you tell us about the Dorseys?
No good traitors, that's what they are. Used to be 100 families, like us, but rotten. Backstabbers, every one of them. At least that's what my father says. They rebelled against the Patriarch before I was born, and were driven from the city. I was always told they were dead and gone. It seems I was misinformed.
What is the Garden of the Gods? Sheriff Daisy didn't say, and I'm not knowledgeable enough about Colorado to know.
It's a project of the Ward family. A showcase for their know-how. They grow food there using the latest technologies. Colorado Springs leads the world in science. But there are plenty of places to hide in the garden. The Dorseys could be laying for us anywhere. We shall have to be cautious.
Before we go anywhere, let's talk about your combat experience.
Certainly. My father taught me to shoot almost before I could walk, and I'm the best shot in the city.
Oh, it's true. She's a prodigy, all right. Also a pain in the ass.
But have you ever killed anyone?
No. But I have hunted. There's no need to worry that I will be shy about pulling the trigger. I promise, strangers, if it is to save my family, I will not hesitate.
Alright, so if somebody had survival, you could have a skill check here. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion you have to take her with you. So, alright then, let's go.
At last.
Alright, I really like Lucia Wesson's character anyway, so...
I hope you die slow. It's coming for you all.
Alright, there's a location south of here.
Family's taken hostage.
But we're not gonna really go over there yet.
Dorsey's murderers! Marshal stopped Dorsey's at Palace Gates. Patriarch alive and safe.
Alright, down this path is the way to get to where the Patriarch lives. We won't go there either. More snowballs.
Darn it, Martha. Why else would I even keep a shotgun?
We found Brandy's diary in this junk pile.
Know who those outlaws are, Josiah? They're doomed.
Garden of the Gods is just north of Market Square. Marshal Lupinski should be out front.
Man,
And I understand we got to go there. She'll get mad if you don't.
I'm not that old.
Oh, Josiah, just put down the gun and let someone else handle this, all right?
Consarn it. You Dorsey peckerheads, get on out of there.
The old man is shouting into the nearby shop and waving a shotgun around.
You hush up now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse than these in my time.
Oh, since when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life.
When she notices you, an expression of relief crosses her face.
Will you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes after those Dorseys, he'll get himself killed.
Look, why don't you let us professionals handle this?
Thank you. Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types? You do this, you'll get a nice discount at the shop. Assuming I still have a shop by the time it's all over. Well, go on then.
Alright, so the shopkeeper wants us to clear some Dorseys out of his business here. Looks like a clothing store.
Shit, Hotlanders! We thought you was all dead. Back off!
Why would I want to do that? Alright, gotta watch out for that detection circle. Now we will start...
I done told you! Don't come any closer!
I don't know why you want to let them go, but there's a skill check here to tell them to put on new clothes to escape. Cool down, guys, we just want to talk. Or what everyone who's in this situation would probably say. The only good Dorsey is a dead Dorsey.
Oh, fuck! Choo-choo! Here comes the paint train!
Alright, can we shoot at him from here? Yes, we can. Alright, he's dead. And this guy leveled up. I hate to say it, but I really like to get into cover with some of these characters who aren't very well armored. We're going to try to get the guy behind him as well. And we got a torrent strike here. Alright, and we got a reload, which needs 2 action points, so for now we will just defend. Alright, everybody else has to move way up here. He doesn't have any cover anymore, so we will run to this cover, which will take all our action points. That way, if we don't kill him, we will have the ability to shortly thereafter. Let's switch to his assault rifle. Can we get to where we can shoot him? I think we could shoot him from here. Oh, great. Because I took it out and put it back in, we're out of ammo. So we will just go here and save. Alright, sniper, don't fail me now. Alright, look at that. End of combat. Don't forget to loot all the containers here in the store. Ammunition, yes. Medical crate. Looks suspiciously like a cooler. Picklock. That's why we put our picklock so high on our sniper. Look at that. Frag grenade. That looks like an MP40 from World War II. Some other stuff there. We'll loot the criminals. They had ammo at least. And one more crate over here. Alright, so that's all that. Yeah, good looking. Alright, let's go back and tell this guy his shop is clear.
Phew, boy, thanks again for taking care of those Dorseys. Say, if you got hurt in that scrap, you should see a friend of mine, Doc Parker. He set up a clinic in the Arapahoe garage, just outside the city gate.
He gestures down the road to the north.
And here, a little token of our appreciation. Come on back after we reopen the shop.
No problem, old timer. Alright, so that was good.
This here's Market Square. The Arapahoe garage is just outside the city gates. My old friend Doc Parker set up a clinic there. Parker's the best doctor in town. Be a hell of an asset if we can persuade him to join the Rangers. Careful, though. The Doc is prickly at the best of times. And these are not the best of times.
There's an electrical relay here. We're just going to throw this real quick. As you can see, the relay is underneath the ground. So let's go over here. Are these criminals?
Hey, take a look at what these marshals and Dorsey's got on them.
He glances up from looting the corpses.
Those marshals were colleagues of mine. I'm gonna guess you didn't kill them, but you need to put all those valuables back and walk away.
Fat chance. We got guns and ammo now. We don't take orders from marshals no more.
Alright, so these thieves got a bunch of guns and ammo from the Dorseys and Marshall corpses.
Taking the shot.
Ouch. Alright, animals, attack! They do a surprising amount of damage. It's almost comical. Alright, even though this guy's standing right in front of my machine gun guy, so he only has a 24% hit chance because he's too close. So we could switch to the thief leader and take him out. Alright, leader kill. And we will move up one, then take this half cover here. Alright, I really don't want to shoot this because I'm going to be shooting my teammate. And as you know, friendly fire is off. The cone of this shotgun is just too wide to use that for now. So I'm going to move here. And Major Tomcat will be in line of fire. I accept that. And so we almost killed the guy in the back. And really damaged this guy in the front. And we hurt Major Tom badly, but we killed 2 people. And we'll reload, and then we'll just step back here behind partial cover. Alright, our melee guy, we'll use him to take out the thief right here in the midst of everybody. Well, he doesn't have any hit points left, really, although we don't have any action points left. So we will just kind of get out of everybody's way. Marshal Quan. We're gonna move him up here behind cover. And then we get a really clean shot at a guy with no health left. So he is dead. And then our sniper, who got injured already, does not have really a good shot here. I really want to get into ambush mode. So we're going to just move over one, and then we're going to go into ambush here. And so this triggers when the enemy turns. So we'll do that. Lucia. We can get one shot from right here at this guy. And took him out. And look at that.
These combats are killing me.
The ambush triggered and our sniper took out the last guy before he could do anything, so that was good. Got a banana, I guess, out of the trash. Let's loot and see what these guys got. Money, a shotgun, some more armor, and ammunition. So whenever you get armor, you should double check everybody's armor to make sure that everybody has some. So Mercy needs armor and Lucia needs armor. We'll give it to Lucia, because in theory Mercy is going to be at the rear. I wish they showed you the they do show you the range. Let me check the range of this guy's shotgun. 10.5, 10.5. So even a pump shotgun has the same range as a shotgun with a stock. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but whatever. Alright, so we got a level up here with Kick Boy. We'll just put it all into coordination. Again, we're going to get rid of this character and replace him, so it really doesn't matter what we spend a lot of it on. We've got better lock picking with our sniper. We'll just go one into mechanics and one into barter. And for perks, we'll choose shredder shots. Alright, and on to Bronco. Put it into coordination. We'll put 3 points into hard ass just cause. Got bleeding strike, got emergency response, first aid. We'll take this, so that gives them combat speed. If someone is down, you don't have to do first aid for them. So, or you could go up here and take a non-skill perk. This one's probably pretty good, or maybe that one, but we'll go with this just to do it. Again, we're going to replace this guy, so it doesn't really matter what we choose here. Alright, so that's that. She could do with a little bit of healing. Yeah, don't eat these, but you can eat these mushrooms. And we healed everybody up. Alright. Alright, let me look over here really quickly. There's nothing on these bodies. But there's some junk here. And dumpster dive and get a nice shotgun out of there. Used cat litter. Fantastic. Let me check the damage on this. 8%. 8%. Alright, we're going to switch in the auto shotgun here. Alright, let's turn around and go back the other way. Oh, wait a minute. Let's not go back the other way. Let's go in here real quick.
Came here for every class trip we ever had. Is Buchanan a man?
Yeah, this whole place is a gloss. But who wants to hear all the ugly details?
Alright, we're not going to mess around with any of this. We're just going to repair this generator. And that's going to get us these container access, worm and formaldehyde, crafting component. But there's some really great supplies in here, so I recommend.
Greetings, visitors. My name is Junko Murayama, and it's my pleasure pleasure to welcome you to the Saul Buchanan Colorado Heritage Museum. You're about to embark on a journey through history as we share with you the people and events that made Colorado what it is today. Our new and improved animatronic exhibits will bring history to life as you learn about the rise of the Patriarch, the unification of the 100 families, and their battles against the Monster Army and the Plains Gangs. The staff of the Colorado Heritage Museum asks that you do not interact with the exhibits. Ready? Let's go!
Alright, well that museum is not open. It's probably the front entrance, all boarded up. Moving.
Jesus, loaves and fishes, Christ! That's a bomb under my stall, ain't it?
Oh, shit, Taiwan. God, it is.
We best stay back.
Alright, here's my guy with the explosive skill we're gonna disarm.
God damn it! Where are the marshals?
They've got their hands full licking their wounds. You're gonna be waiting a while.
Back up slow.
Holy mackerel! Better stay back from my stall. Those goddamn Dorseys dropped a landmine under it.
We defused the mine.
Really? That's great news. Here's a little something for you. I'm back in business.
Alright, so Taiwan Jones is a vendor. We're not really going to mess around with her or anybody right now.
Yeah, I was hiding under the
I
bookseller's
want to
stall.
say I think there's a junk pile over here worth getting into.
Wouldn't be Market Square without it.
Just see the junk. There's another cat, if you needed a cat. For Animal Whisperer. Some more ammo.
Come on, you Ferris fiend! Turn!
Refugee camp out here. And a couple of containers that are important to get into. And hey, it looks just like our vehicle. It is our vehicle. Alright, here's the garage.
Take care of that bike when you get to it.
That rust trap? Why?
Because this was Jimmy Longhaul's first car. When it gave up the ghost in the plains, he salvaged what he could, turned it into this monster you see before you. All because he couldn't bear to be separated from his machine. That's dedication for you.
Also to get out of the plains. Y'all forgot that part.
Even in his old age, this man is impressive, broad-shouldered and thick-necked. He wears his hair in thick white braids. This is basically this game's version of that guy with the motorcycle shop, I guess.
Hey, Jimmy. Glad to see you're okay. Dorsey's didn't get this far?
Nah, they didn't bother with us. They were after folks wearing badges like yours. I would have shot those Dorseys dead if they'd walked in my garage. Haven't seen your friends before. If you folks are looking for help with your vehicle, you've come to the right place.
What is this place?
This is the Colorado Springs Arapahoe Station. We got stations all over Colorado, mostly for fixing and supplying our own fleet. But we fix vehicles and sell parts to anybody. I'm the manager, Jimmy Longhaul. That's my crew over there. You need any repairs or alterations to your ride, they're the ones who will put it all together. Best crew in the business.
Alright, what do you sell?
Anything for your vehicle. Have a look.
Alright, so we got a toolkit, which increases mechanic skill. So I think this is always a good thing to buy these when you find them. Trucker horn, a rhino cannon, which you can't afford, and some repair kits. Meanwhile, we'll also sell this ice axe. Are we selling that? Should I sell it? We have two of them.
So he runs out and starts trying to hose down the damn propane tank.
Is this better than the ice axe? 31.
No idea. Luckily, I stopped him before
29.
he got so killed.
Alright, we sold him a couple ice axes. Made some more money back.
No time.
Alright, here's Doc Parker. A linebacker. I guess so. In a lab coat. This doctor is clearly weary, but works feverishly to bandage the bloody head of an unconscious young woman.
Hey, Doc.
Quan, hope you won't take offense, but I've got no time for niceties. Dying people take precedence.
That's interesting. They spelled offense the English way.
Understood, brother.
Can we do anything to help? He gestures towards the injured patients lying nearby.
They're in bad shape, and I don't have the time or tools to save them.
There's a missed barter check here. You can count on us. What can we do? His shoulders sag with relief.
Thank you. The things I need most are a suture kit, an injury kit, and a medic pack. Got that? These folks are literally dying on us, so don't fuck around.
And these are things they probably ran out of after the attack. We've already got the kits you wanted. We looted them on the way here.
Great. Then get started on those patients.
And first aid check, got it. He nods, allowing himself a quiet sigh of relief, then returns his attention to the injured woman. Alright, so who has the best first aid skill?
And so what if she does?
This guy.
It just means I gotta work harder. Ain't no shame in that.
Alright. So we'll go into Bronco here, and we will put the medic pack as our first item, and we'll put the suture kit as our second item for now. Let's start with this guy shooting a big geyser of blood up in the air every time his heart beats. Badly bleeding man. This man is sitting clenched teeth in a puddle of his own blood. Hand pressed to his belly, intestines bulge from between the slats of his fingers. So he's been disemboweled pretty much. He will not last much longer without assistance. You would need a suture kit to help him.
It isn't
Alright.
Bad, is it? Just flesh wound. Am I right? You should see the other guy.
Alright, so we hit X twice. We use the left stick to select the suture kit. We don't need to suture Lucia Wesson or Amber. The badly bleeding man. He is now selected with suture kit. We just sew him right up.
You closed my wound. I won't miss staring at my own guts.
Alright, now that we've fixed that guy, we will go and replace the suture kit with an injury kit in the second slot. Moving on to nearly unconscious woman. This woman is almost unconscious. Her body is a nightmare of bruises and welts, but at least she is breathing. The damage is severe but treatable with basic tools. You could use one of your medic packs to save her life.
They wouldn't stop. Why wouldn't they stop? It hurts. Please.
So it sounds like a medic kit is just a bunch of painkillers or morphine or something. So we will use the medic pack here out of our thing. No, we will not use it on Marshal Quan. We will use it on the nearly unconscious woman.
What's going on? Did you patch me up?
So in theory, the white part, she recovers that over time. So we're all done with that. And then we'll move on to the severely injured man. This man doesn't appear to be in much pain, though he's intensely focused on his leg. White bone shears through the skin, compound fracture. He's clearly broken it in several places. This may end poorly for him. Gee, I wonder. You could use one of your injury kits to save his life. Maybe infected or whatever as well.
Jumped out of a building to escape the Dorseys. Didn't count on the ground stopping me.
Alright, so we'll again double click, go in and select the injury kit. And hooray! We selected the severely injured man by default.
My leg! You said it!
Still hurts like a bitch, but maybe I'll actually walk again.
Alright, so we fixed up everybody we were supposed to fix up. I will tell you, in my opinion, you will be using a ton of injury kits in this game for your characters. So it's always a good idea to have more injury kits than people. And whoever is your first aid guy, make sure they have these on him, because it kind of permanently affects the character until you use the injury kit on them. Alright, now that we're done with all that, let's go back and talk to the doctor.
What now?
We've done everything we can for the patients. They should all pull through.
Good. Thank you. One sec, though. I know I've asked a lot of you, and I'm grateful for what you've already done. But I need one more favor. See this girl? She was shot in the head, but there's no exit wound. The bullet's still in there. I need to keep constant watch on her, and I need cleaner, safer facilities to do it. If you let me use the facilities at your HQ, I'll do anything. I'll work as your doctor. I'll fucking juggle for you, Rangers. I just need to save her. What do you say?
Welcome aboard, Dr. Parker.
Thank you. Thank you. You've saved her life. And mine. Need anything before I get my stuff together?
We could use some medical attention, not that we really need it, but we'll get them to patch us up.
Of course. Let's have a look. Good luck.
Alright, so let's go outside. I'm sure these people need some fresh air. That's going to be it for right now, because we've reached an hour of recording time. We will continue on. Probably the next thing we'll do is go to the Garden of the Gods in the next episode. So I hope you'll join me anyway. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. I will see you on the next video.